Aveline, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So, I have, my gosh, listen, since the last video I've had to like move everything from my computer over to an external hard drive and then reset my computer and then install everything again. So, excuse me, but like it's been a couple of days, let's just put it like that. Luckily, anything that I've recorded and built that I haven't put up on the channel, I have saved and everything, so I still got a couple of builds for you guys. But I feel like everything has been running very smoothly since I did the reset. And not to like jinx anything, but I feel like we should celebrate a little bit. So there might be a second video up on the channel later today, because today, or right now in this video at least, we are recording. What did I just say? Recording. We're building. Okay, we're building 3 townhouses in Newcrest. These are built on a 30 by 20 lot, and all 3 have 1 bedroom, 1 living room, 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen, you know, etc. each. So they're not studios because they are split up over 2 floors, but I mean, you could turn them into studios if you want, I suppose. So just like have 2 or 6 floors total, 6 apartments total. I just chose not to. I wanted to build townhouses, and so I did, and this is how they turned out, and I hope you guys like them. I basically gathered from asking you guys a couple of videos ago, I think, if like what kind of multi-household lots, or however, whatever the term for that is, which kinds you wanted to see, and or I think I said that, maybe I didn't ask you, but I think I said something along the lines of, it's going to be difficult figuring out how to build apartments, like specifically apartment buildings on, or in every single world, because I feel like some of them don't necessarily, like apartment buildings don't necessarily fit into every single world that we have. So some of you said that it was okay to just build lots that, or as like a suggestion, lots that were just like multi-household, but weren't necessarily apartments. So I figured for Newcrest, townhouses would be kind of fitting. You could also easily fit in an apartment building in Newcrest, to be honest, but just like switch it up a little bit, you know? And so we're doing these ones. They are inspired by a picture that I found on Pinterest. And yes, I've been doing this style a lot lately. This is like kind of Scandinavian architecture style, if you will. And I'm just really liking building stuff that I personally like style-wise these days. So yeah, we're doing that a little bit today as well, but I hope you guys like them. I am starting out building the one in the middle, and then I'm basically going to copy paste the house shell onto the lot twice afterwards. So instead of sitting there building every single shell separately, we're just doing one, because they are identical. And but they are not placed like right next to each other. I decided to, I don't actually know how to put that, like how to say it, but you can see it in the floor plan picture at the end of it. They're not like straight up next to each other. I'm sorry as well if the audio on this video is a little bit off, but it's the first voiceover that I'm recording since resetting the computer, so we got a little bit, like, a few things to fix here and there, I suppose. But I don't really, it's, you know, it is what it is. It's just technical issues. I think I've mentioned them as well a couple of times on the channel over the last couple of months. I've just had, like, blue screens. It's like, very insistent blue screens. So many of them. Like, I would get them when starting a game. Funnily enough, not The Sims. Never when opening The Sims. But I've gotten them when opening Baldur's Gate, for example, or Elden Ring, or another game. Like, I don't know why. I have no idea why. And also when I've opened Premiere Pro, when I've tried to finish videos. So it's been a lot. It's been a whole lot. But I'm glad to, like, it feels like it's where I really don't want to jinx anything. I am I am not superstitious, but just a little bit stitious. So I am kind of scared that if I talk about it, like if I'm sitting here like everything's just going so smoothly, that's just gonna completely mess up when I finish up this video. I don't know. It's a whole thing. I'm nervous. I gotta talk about it when I'm nervous, okay? Oh, but if you have any suggestions for these like multi-household lots that you'd like to see in any of the other worlds, definitely let me know. I have a very clear one for, which was mentioned several times, for Oasis Springs. Even though I've done that theme several times before, I'm completely okay doing another one. So, but if there's, for any of the other worlds, if there is something you'd like to see, let me know. I think for the Tomarang, I've already done, it's not called Tomarang. I think so. I've already done, that's the For Rent world, right? My gosh, I suck at names these days, like it's terrible. But I've already done the apartment buildings, so I think we're just gonna leave that one be, although definitely have not built a whole lot in that world, so at some point I will definitely revisit. I am, yes, someone asked about a save file as well the other day. We'll always be working on a save file. I feel like I build slower than we get new worlds. Like, the pace at which I build is slower at the pace that they release new worlds, if that makes sense. I feel like that made sense. but I might also be slightly delulu, I don't know. And it's just hard to keep up with it a little bit. So like we'll see if I ever manage to catch up, we'll see. But yeah, we're always working on something like that. So like if you know, if you're wondering about it, there may be like suddenly an update on the channel or something like that. But yeah, anything else, let me know. Anything else, feel free to let me know in the comments. Also, it's the middle, did I mention that it's the middle apartment or the middle townhouse that I'm decorating? So I don't know if that's annoying, but there will be both an empty, like an empty shell up on the gallery. So that'll be the one that's uploaded first. And then after that, I'm uploading the one where I've decorated the middle townhouse. I don't know if it's annoying that I chose to decorate the one in the middle, but hopefully it's okay. But I don't know, I just felt like doing the one in the middle. You're free to do whatever changes you want to do to anything, by the way. I have done flooring. I think I do that. I will be doing that with all the like houses like this, builds like this. I will be doing, so where I'm uploading them empty as well, I will be doing like floors and stuff. Also, I think because it's like kind of like a good indicator of where the kitchen is like supposed to be, but like you can move the kitchen to somewhere else if you want to. But it's like a good pointer of where I think the kitchen is supposed to be, if that makes sense. So like if you don't want to do the floor plan, for example, because I know floor planning is difficult, I will have done it for you, essentially. But also like bathrooms and everything like that. So for this one, I've done the flooring, I've done the walls, I think I did the ceiling as well, but I've had some glitches with the ceiling where it kind of deletes itself, so I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's easy to place in as well. I've been using this like very dark concrete a lot these days for the ceiling. I just like, which is not necessarily like super realistic because I think a lot of ceilings are actually just white. Not necessarily this like pure white that the ceiling is by default in The Sims because it doesn't have any texture to it whatsoever. But ceiling most often is very white. I just like the like, I don't know what it is, like a dark ceiling kind of makes everything a little bit more closer somehow. It doesn't make any sense because it really doesn't. Like it doesn't make anything closer, but it just feels like everything's just a little bit cozier and closer for some reason. I don't know, I like it. It's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but I like it. Oh, also for the uploaded version of the house, uploaded version, there'll be two versions, but I meant the unfurnished, the unfurnished version of the house, like just the empty shell. It's not completely empty because I did place down a kitchen in the middle house, just so like you get an indicator of where I think the fridge should be, for example, but like again, if you don't like how I furnish, you know, you're free to just do whatever. I just think as well that it would be a little bit like, not necessarily like helpful, but for the lack of a better word, for those that are a little bit, don't really know where to start maybe. I think actually I like the idea of shells, like the more that I think about it, because as someone who builds quite a lot, I do have that issue sometimes, yes, but sometimes I also just get started and then hope for the best, you know? And sometimes I know exactly where I want everything to be, but I think if you're not used to decorating, for example, and building, and you download something off the gallery as like an empty shell so you can get started decorating, because you're a little bit unsure of how to do exteriors maybe or something. Maybe it's nice to have some pointers. I don't know. You're free to just delete everything. I just want to make it easier, essentially. I just want to make it easier, okay? but yeah. So I hope you guys like this shell though. Well, shell-ish, because there's a little bit of furniture, but like more or less. Oh, actually, if any of you do end up downloading them and decorating any of the like apartment buildings and townhouses and whatever else I'm gonna do, and you want to decorate them and take pictures and you want me to see, feel free to tag me wherever if you upload anything. I would actually love to see it, so just letting you guys know. But other than that, what are we doing? Some landscaping, trying to kind of just use the same plants everywhere essentially, but make sure to not place the same one in the same place twice. So it doesn't look like it's duplicated from one lot to the other, but we're still using the same plants. So for cohesiveness or whatever that's called, coherence, whatever. So yeah, just trying to make sure that everything just kind of goes together. I actually think I placed down kitchens in all three, and I made them 3 different colors now that I think about it, but I don't know why they're not shown in the screenshot at the end of the video, which is a little bit weird. But yes, I'm using this kitchen as just like a what's it called? A placeholder. Yeah, a placeholder, because they come in different colors, so yellow, blue. There's also a green, but I decided to go for the blue, I think, and then also red. So I figured it would just be like cute if there was built-in kitchen in all 3. But anyway, we are at the end of the video, so I hope you guys like this house. If you do, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the tray files can be found over on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box down below, as well as in the pinned comment, where you can find a link to my booktube channel, because yes, I do have one of those, because I read a whole lot, and I love to talk about books. So if any of you are interested, you love to read as well, and you love to listen to people rant about books for way too long because they're so ranty, go check it out. Feel free to. I'm not going to force you, but the choice is there if you want to. But that's all I got for you guys today, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine, gets me every time.